Hello there. I just wanted to make a quick vid and about where this cloning center thing really started from in the modern era, and I guess who jacked it up, who got it started again. And basically a look into what's called the Ahnenerbe Society. Before we start, big shout out to the voice crying in the wilderness. He told me about this. We had a conversation for a couple hours talking about all sorts of things, and the idea of this fallen angel tech, which people today call ancient alien stuff. But like I've said to him and everyone else, be warned. That Von Donigan and that Zachariah Sitchin guy pushing the ancient aliens thing, those are both Freemasons. The ancient aliens thing is the great deception spoken of in the book of Revelation, so be wary of parsing out the truth from the fiction. And the idea of this Ahnenerbe Society was, well, the Nazis. It started with the Nazis. They were trying to find the Vrill and the Dumbs and all the fallen angel tech, but remember, they were also a bunch of racist psychopaths. So from their point of view, they were trying to find the discovery or the history of the Aryan race, Founded on July 1st, 1935, as the study for primordial intellectual history, so says Wiki, by Heinrich Himmler, Hermann Wirth, and Richard Walter Darré. The Ahnenerbe group later conducted experiments and launched expeditions to Antarctica as well, where they found a bunch of pyramids, by the way, in an attempt to prove that mythological Nordic populations had once ruled the world. Well, the first thing you need to understand about Odin is it's not like in the movies, where he's this benevolent god and all that. The orange-haired, red-haired giant that was his son Thor. They were conqueror gods, they were cruel, they were vindictive, they were very much fallen angel type, B'nai Ha Elohim type, Nephilim, lowercase g, brutal gods, and the one-eye symbolism keeps popping up there again too. So Hitler was trying to find proof that we were descended from these beings. What they thought were aliens or the Nephilim, the Genesis 6 experiment, and its final culmination into the modern era with Hitler and his obsession for finding these dumbs. Continuing on with Wiki here. Originally, the official mission of the Ahnenerbe was to find new evidence of racial heritage of the German people. However, due to Himmler's obsession with occultism and the Thule Society, it quickly became his own occult tool, and he started using what Wiki describes as pseudoscience. In 1937, the project was renamed to the Researching and Teaching Community of Ancestral Heritage. I guess in 1929, Himmler was appointed the leader of the fledgling Schutzstaffen SS, the most brutal military body that ever existed. He launched a massive recruitment campaign that expanded the SS from fewer than 300 members in 1929 to over 10,000 by 1931. By 1934, he started excavating historical sites, brought in archaeologists like Alexander Langsdorff, Hans Schiffel, Werner Butler, and William Unverzat, if I'm pronouncing those names right. And they started going through all this stuff. Now, according to Wiki, and I'll link it below, there's a huge history behind this. But, again, it all pushes the ancient aliens theory. Like, the cover story seems to be the search for rare and weird relics, but deep down they were trying to find a direct genetic link to these Nephilim, lowercase g, gods of old. One of Himmler's dreams was to create a new religion based on this, to destroy the Christian religion. By 1940, there had been numerous missions to search for all sorts of rare relics, mythical places, and ancient texts. The organization had over 50 different branches dealing with more than 100 research projects in total. They were doing archaeological excavations all over Germany, Greece, Poland, Iceland, Romania, Croatia, and many other countries, including Africa and Russia, as soon as they started occupying them. Makes you wonder if all of Hitler's war was just to get at places where these dumbs were hidden. And then he got to Tibet. It was a special priority for their research, and that is where they supposedly encountered the Vrill. Whatever happened, they spent the equivalent of billions today to find it. Essentially, Ahnenerbe was looking for Atlantis, what the Freemasons like Hitler would call the ancient hope. They wanted to resurrect Atlantis, that pre-flood mega-tech, fallen angel tech, to them it was the Holy Grail. It was the crescendo of all their work. That all ended when the Allies defeated Germany, when the Americans finally took it back, where they found that Hitler had faked his death on April 30th, 1945. All that research the Nazis were doing ended, and it was handed over, as it were, to the New World Order. And the UN was born, and it all went underground. And since then, no one's really talked about it until now with the advent of the internet. So like I says, I will link the wiki description in the bottom. From there, you can go on to parse through all this other stuff. I'll also link below Chris White's amazing documentary, Ancient Aliens Debunked, which shows and proves that the Freemasons, Zachariah Sitchin and von Däniken, were trying to push the externalization of the hierarchy to take the God out of the ancient aliens theory and covering up the fact that it's just fallen angel tech, the pre-flood world, what they taught mankind. So yeah, interesting topic. The Thule Society is, I guess, another faction of it, but peace out.